our team did a good job. But Kelsey started on him. He wanted Kelsey to use his size, not let him score over our other guards, and just not let him get into a flow. He's obviously he scored 30, I think 37 in his last game, and that's pretty impressive. But how he scores, he makes tough shots and he gets in the lane, and we wanted to stop him from getting in the lane, so we were going to make him give the ball up. Just kind of similar to the Xavier guards. When you have respect for a guard, like that, you want someone else to make plays, and that's simply what we wanted to do.
Coach, did you see the consistent effort you wanted to see? Did you feel like this was a better outing in that way than the last one?
Well, Eastern Michigan made some changes to their zone from when we watched on tape, and thought they did a good job and bottled us up. And then when we got some good looks, we didn't knock them down. And then once again, we didn't knock our free throws down, so I thought we could have really pushed the lead out even more. But we did get a good effort from our guys, and I thought they were ready to play. I thought they did a good job on the defensive end.
Matt, what do you like about coaching AJ?
Well, AJ, first of all, has come a long way since he got here last year, and he has the ability to create his own shot. He's got to learn the game in terms of the nuances of the game. But when he has space and he's in a scoring position, he's normally pretty efficient. And he's got athleticism. He can move his feet. He can guard the basketball. It takes a while to kind of learn our principles and our rules on the defensive end, and he's done a better job with that. Like, he simply told me, last year he had no idea, what we were talking about. Now he's got, an idea of the concepts and what we're trying to do, and just need him out there using his athleticism and his quickness. Today, obviously getting that tip dunk, he shows his jumping ability, and just need him making hustle plays. I thought in our previous game he did a good job in the second half, getting some rebounds and just being active. But he's a good all-around player.
You had, I think you told us Wednesday night that Bird is a guy you would like to get some more minutes, right. But when Hummel's on the floor, that's pretty tough. But he came in tonight, and I think he got 6 rebounds, maybe 4 offensive boards, and was pretty solid. Different nights, it's going to be different people depending on the opponent. But is that kind of the effort you're seeking from guys like him?
Yeah, well, it's kind of unfair to him. He got injured, and some other guys were able to play more and kind of get into a rotation. He had a great game against Temple, really sparked us and helped us get that victory. But there's some guys coming off our bench that are pretty good. And for DJ, if you could just kind of generalize where he is, he's got to shoot a better percentage. He's got to rebound. Tonight against the zone, he's a good passer. He did some things taking the ball out of bounds where he hit Jacob for a shot, didn't lead to a basketball. It was a very good pass. He hit Rob for a pass. And so he brings you those intangibles, those little things. But from a meat and potatoes standpoint, shoot a higher percentage, rebound the basketball, and I think you're going to get more minutes.
Okay. Coach, what does Jacob Lawson have to do to be a starter for you? Is that in the realm of possibility for him? And
well, sure. For me, I'm not concerned as much with that as just having him play like a starter. Tyrone Johnson and Anthony Johnson at times have played like starters, and we've had guys that start the game that don't play like starters at times. So really, it's going to work its way out who finishes the game, and that's more important. But Jacob needs to rebound more. He played 13 minutes, he got 2 rebounds. The other night he played 20 minutes and got 0 rebounds. Even though he got 3 blocks and he was active, he's got to rebound the basketball better for us, and we just got to stay on him, and he just needs to stay with it in terms of understanding what's going on. And I know I sound like a broken record, but for a young guy as a freshman, you got to keep making improvements in that area.
You got John in the game today. I know you've said a bunch of times he's got people in front of him. He's really going to have to kind of hit the ground running. What have you seen from him in practice so far, since he's been ready to go?
Well, he's not. He's obviously a long way away. He's been practicing for about 3 weeks. But no, he gives us a guy that can stretch the defense and can make some shots for us. But with Anthony and Tyrone Johnson and DJ, there's times, especially with Anthony and DJ, that I look at the box score and I say, I got to get those guys more minutes. They deserve more minutes. Now you add another guy to that piece, so he's going to have to get healthy and then be able to string along some practices where he outcompetes and outplays and outperforms some of those other guys.